Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. If you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. The XRP lawsuit, Russia, Swift, man, we got it all. We got it all today. Don't miss a second of this, right? Now, Hogan and Deaton agree SEC beats Ripple over Estabrook notes. So let's start off with that. A few things to talk about. We touched on a little bit yesterday, but basically what we're talking about here is such notes are pre-decisional and deliberative, and piercing the SEC's privilege is unwarranted because Garlinghouse need for the note is significantly reduced. Given his presence at the meetings, the SEC argued. So the SEC has filed its opposition to Brad Garlinghouse's motion to compel to turn over the notes from the Matthew Estabrook. Now, the Estabrook notes refer to a 2018 meeting between ex-SEC Commissioner Eland Rosman and the Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. So there's a lot happening as we approach the end of February, as we are about to begin March. And it's an interesting time in the world, and it's a very interesting time of what's going on with the case. And could it be, right? Could it be a coincidence? I don't think so, right? But let me just wrap my head around this, right? You mean to tell me that all of a sudden, Swift is all over headlines, right as the altcoin season is on the brink, right when Ripple versus SEC lawsuit is coming to an end? Coincidence? Like, how? I don't see this being a coincidence at all. I've always said that the case was BS, pardon the French, and it just all seems to be lining up. It's all lining up. All the blocks are lining up to a settlement or a win, to the takeover, to the end, to the beginning of the end of the Swift era and the start of the XRP era. But what do you think in the comments? I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments about this particular topic. Now, XRP latest surge is good news for investors. Now, I'm going to throw something at you guys, as we're about to begin a new month. What if XRP is the center stage for an old coin season? I'm just going to throw it out there, right? This is just opinions. We're just, spitballing ideas between a bunch of serpents. What if it's XRP that settles or wins against the SEC and sends the old coins on a run of our lifetimes? What do you think? What do you think about that? I mean, does sound like I said, everything just seems to be lining up. Now, Ripple's top lawyer slams SEC for offensive use of unsealed legal memos. Again, we touched on it yesterday. If you didn't see that, go check it out. But I guess essentially, it's getting very ferocious, right? It's getting very aggressive out there between both parties. But if you haven't seen it, do check that out, because it is. I think it's interesting how it's all going to play out. But look, I think we're coming to the end. I really, really have a very strong opinion that we are about to come to the end. Now, the US, EU governments pledged to remove selected Russian banks from SWIFT network, and today it occurred. Some banks of Russia have been taken out of the SWIFT network. What does it mean? Look, of course we saw that coming because of what Russia has done. Now, this channel does not talk about the war and all that stuff. But what we're talking about here is SWIFT is center stage on a world scale. Everybody talking about SWIFT. I think the settlement is coming for the XRP case. And I think the time to flip that switch over to XRP is coming. You just feel it in the air. All these things are not coincidence. It cannot be coincidence. There's just too much going on here for it to not be a coincidence. It's just too much. What do you guys think? Now, Ripple files opposition to DPP ruling, claiming SEC simply seeking a do-over. Like I said, it's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. And it just happened just like about 20 hours ago. So XRP has recently been in the news as a result of its ongoing lawsuit. Defense attorney James K. Fillon recently informed XRP community members that Ripple has filed their opposition to the SEC and Judge Netbird's deliberative process privilege (DPP) ruling. Now, the SEC wants to force the company to give over notes made by Matthew Esbrook, and I'll keep you guys updated on how we go about this, right? And as news comes in, I'll be delivering it to you guys. Now, this guy was pretty interesting, right? He goes, read this entire thread. Deaton represents the XRP holders as an amicus curiae. Now, this goes into quite a bit of detail, and like there's a lot of things in here that he talks about. And the case against, I think, look, I just don't see them winning. I don't even see this as a fair fight anymore between the SEC and Ripple. It is so much over to the Ripple side that it's almost embarrassing talking about it. Like, it's that obvious that the win is coming. Now, Ripple versus SEC OPM continues to keep XRP investors excited. It is, right? I mean, there is a lot of excitement in the air. And it does keep all of us in the loop about what's going on, what is happening, and out there. But March could be the month. Like, I think we could definitely see something big occur in March and line up with all these other world events that are happening and get us that settlement or win that we've been wanting. Now, by the way, it is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It is just one person's opinion, and it's my opinion. I'm expressing to you guys my opinion, and you need to go and obviously, you're listening to me right now, do more research and come up with your own opinion, your own assumption about what is going to be happening, right? No one can do that for you apart from you. Nobody. Now, the latest updates from the lawsuit point to potential win for XRP. That's the general feeling out there, whether it's XRP holders or non-XRP holders, but the general gist is that it's pointing towards a win for Ripple, which you and I knew back in 23rd of December 2020, but the rest of the world is catching up. 27th of February. Why not, guys? Catch up now to us. Now, I like Crypto Bull, and I do like what he talks about here. And he's talking about, if there could be a repeat of 2021, then this would happen. Like, I mean, I can understand where he's going with that, but I think we're going to get a little bit better than 470 by June if all these other things line up. But what he's saying is, with SEC or without SEC, we could see ourselves at $4.70 by June this year. What do you think about that? Now, John E. Deaton, the implication of the SEC lawsuit against Ripple have never been greater. On March 12, 2018, Bragano spoke publicly about Ripple's XRP to replace SWIFT. That was 4 years ago. And it goes on the back of this tweet, which is, wow, the United States and their allies have just announced that they're cutting multiple Russian banks off from the SWIFT payment system. The world will never be the same, and alternative payment systems are about to be much more valuable. Huge what is happening in the world right now. Right? Like, it's a shift. It's a shift that is coming. Of course, it's coming off the back of something really, really bad, which is a war. But the shift is occurring. And Swift will be left behind because it's just clunky, it's old, it's expensive, and really, something better is out there. And we're gonna get it. We're about to get it, right? I mean, you and I know about it, but the rest of the world is gonna catch up to this idea of XRP. Now, at the time of making this, we're sitting at 74 cents, 3% down for the day. We actually went even a little bit lower for today. When I look over here, where are we here? Yeah, so we went down to 72.57. We're sitting at 74 right now. 3% down for the day. Now, of course, heading into a Sunday night, Monday in Australia. Generally, we see the market take a little bit of a step back on a Monday. So I do imagine that we're going to, either hover around this area or just drop down a little bit. But as long as we stay above this line, we're good. Now, this is on an hourly chart, right? So if we stay above here, consolidate above, we're good. So what can we, expect? I think we will get a pump towards 80 again. Then we'll drop back down, come back down to this level, about 70, 72, and then we'll take off. But like I said, I want to see us above 88 and consolidating above 88 before I get excited. I'm not going to get excited unless we're above 90 and consolidating above 88 or 90 cents. Until then, nothing. And mainly because of this, right? Because of this particular formation that we have at the moment, we got to get that break. Once we break above, then we can continue to get excited about pushing forward. Spoke about these targets, but for now, real focus is, going above 88 to 90 cents, consolidating it above it, and then we can really start to talk about the big plans that we got, and there's going to be some big plans. I look forward to coming to you tomorrow with the last episode of February before we head into an amazing March. As we march our way forward this year, if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.